Okay.
The space-time thing can, if we use a wormhole, which would be kind of hard to use as a time machine, it would take a long time to learn how to. It would take a long time to learn how to build something metal so complex that would protect the humans inside. Precisely. Or as Mr. Lurchin said, precisely. It would be very hard to build a complex machine like that. And to find a wormhole would be very hard.
What is a wormhole?
It is a time bender in the galaxy. It bends time. It takes time and gravitational pull and bends it. So you can go to the past or the future if you bend it. And that's what a wormhole does.
How many dimensions?
I'd say about 9 maybe. There's 10 dimensions. Yes, we haven't quite figured out the 10th, but we just know there's a 10th dimension. Yeah. It's our world and it is very different worlds. It is very complex. And precisely. And it takes maybe in the future, 25,000 years in the future, we will make something so good.
25,000 years is a long time.
Well, it takes a long time to build something or get the research to build something so complex.
But I thought you were working on it already.
We are. It just takes a long time to make a time machine to be able to go through a time machine. It would take a long time. So we're using our research right now to build some sturdy metal, but we haven't quite found the good metal to go through the wormhole yet. So we are having a hard time knowing it. So it's just like this. See? It is like this. The wormhole.
Are you an astronaut?
Yeah. I had a dream that somebody would someday do make it into space, and I hope it will be. So it's like this. And here is time fold. And at the other end,
Are you working on the physics of it,
yes.
Mr. Zurchin?
Yes, I am. He is math. He is working on the physics, trying to do the math for the science, which I make. And see? It's like that. And here's the wormhole. See? Something that's sucked into here.
What could potentially happen to a human being if they went through a
I
wormhole?
don't know yet. They crushed. They would be crushed, as he said, or they would be burned, heart attack, blindness,
All of those things?
and mostly death.
Oh my.
And that's why we need something better than just any thing. We need something to bend space and time and make a wormhole. But we haven't found out the sturdy metal.
Is a wormhole the same as a black hole?
It is almost exactly like it. Yes, it is exactly like it actually. Because it's the same thing. You can say it's two ways. Different names. Yeah, there's 2 ways to say it. Okay, and Mr. Science will tell you some math things for it and to learn the physics. Mr. Zurchin now. Hold on a second. So you can go back.
Oh, you need to take up the time. He's still working on the math.
Yeah, but and we are still working on the of it, how it would hurt a human. So first thing we're gonna do when we discover,
How it would affect?
yes, first thing we're gonna do is use it on chimpanzees. But when we get the research enough to build one, and not right now, we haven't had enough. First will be the chimpanzees, as in the moon. They were the first one to touch down on the moon. Like, delete.
All right, delete. I'll delete it, and I can't do it right now. But
And we will have many, many years until we discover how to bend space and time like this and create a home. Well, we have learned that it can, but we don't know how to get in there. How humans would be affected. We know at least that they would die. And we don't want that. So we're going to have to build some more sturdy things.
will you be the first Hispanic in Mars?
Yes, I will. I was already.
Oh, you've been to Mars.
Yes.
How was it?
It was very rocky,
Oh,
dusty.
oh. How was the atmosphere?
Yeah, not too bad, but it didn't feel like when we were leaving Earth. It felt weaker.
Oh, it has a weaker magnetic shield?
Yes, and that's how we believe. that
Gravitational shield.
Yes.
Oh.
And we do believe that we found some water on Mars,
Is that right?
but it was ice.
In the form of ice. Okay.
I think they could have had life, but then it weakened as it cooled faster because it was littler. And the gravitational pull wasn't too bad and pulled. And the
Was
sun-
not as strong
and
as
the
Earth's.
sun- And the sun just killed everything.
Oh,
That's it.
okay. Are we done with the lesson for today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Bye. See you
How
tomorrow.
about Mr. Zurchin? Are you done with the lesson for today, Mr. Zurchin?
Yes.
Okay.
So.
He's still working on the physics.
So I will